Okay, here's lesson 11, and this lesson will be about logical operators. So let's get right into it, baby. So let's do this chassis. And obviously, I'm gonna have the part because, And yeah, so we're gonna do something like this. My var is equal to 5, and my var 2 equals 10, and we're gonna be like, if my var is less than 10, my var 2, then print it's less. So basically I got a variable called my var that's equal to 5 and a variable called my var 2 that's equal to 10. And if my var is less than my var 2, then print is less. So it's going to print it's less. So if you've taken 3rd grade and you know what these little alligator symbols are, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, if you've taken math up until 3rd grade, you know what these are, baby. And we'll begin into them anyways. So if my var, which is 5, is less than my var 2, which is 10, and that's true because 5 is less than 10, then it's going to print it's less. There we go. And now we can do it's greater than, and that's false, and it doesn't print. Now we can do we'll just set both equal to 5. Set it equal. You know how equal works, right? If 5 is equal to 5, then print it's less. Now I'm gonna set my var equal to 6, and if my var is less than or equal to, so meaning this could be 5 or bigger, so this could be like 5, it could be 5.1, it can be 5, that's not 5, it can be whatever this number is, and it will not matter, it will still be equal to true as long as it is 5 or bigger. So as long as 5 is less than or equal to my var 2, then it's going to print less, and it is equal to, so we'll print, right? There we go. Now if this is 4, it's not going to print, and if it's equal to 6, it will print. There we go. And this part is greater than or equal to, so if my var is greater than or equal to my var 2, then it will do it. So 5, so 5 is greater than or equal to 5, then do that, which is true because 5 is equal to 5. And if this is 4, it'll be true because that's greater, because 5 is greater than 4. And if this is 6, that's false because 5 is not greater than 6. Now let's get away from the 3rd grade shit. More confusing stuff this will be. Let's get rid of this crap. So if 5 is greater than 4, here's more confusing shit for you, like actual coding crap, not 3rd grade math. If 5 is greater than 4, and actually we don't need parentheses, and 6 is less than 22, then do that. So in order for this whole entire if statement to be equal to true, both of these have to be true. So 5 is greater than 4, so that's true. 6 is less than 22, so that's true. So all in all, both are true. So this whole if statement's true. So it will do whatever's in here. Now if we set this equal to 5, is 5 greater than 5? No, it is equal to 5. So this right here is false. This right here, 6 is less than 22, that is still equal to true. But in order for this whole if statement to be true, both of these need to be true. And since one is false, the whole thing is equal to false. So it doesn't print. But, you know, what if they're both false? So if it's false and false, well, let's see. 6 is not less than 5, so this is false as well. Doesn't do it, because false and false is in the end false. So in order for this to be true, they both need to be true. Let's get on to or. Or, so if you have or, then only one of these statements, this one and this one, need to be equal to true. So both of these are false, so it's not going to print. Now if this is equal to 4, one of these is true and one of these is false, but only one needs to be true, so this whole thing is true. And if this is true as well, so 6 is less than 7, so this is true, then this whole thing is true, because only one needs to be true. But 2 are true, so it doesn't matter. All we need is 1. If we got 2, that's great. Doesn't make a difference. But, you know, it still works. And let's get into more complicated crap, because this is still very easy. Now we can stack on even more, but this time we actually do need parentheses. So we got the or, and then we can use and we can do 5 is greater than 4. Wait, 5 is less. Okay, 5 is less than 4. So this is more computing in my big brain. 5 is not less than 4, so this part is false, correct? So this is one condition, correct? And this whole entire thing is one condition, as long as it's in the parentheses. If I did this, well, honestly, I'm kind of confused now, because I'm not really sure what's happening. So I always use parentheses. So I consider this to be one condition and this is one condition. So as long as it's in parentheses, I say. So 5 is greater than 4, so that's true. 6 is less than 7, so this whole entire statement right here is true. Correct? And this thing is false. But again, the whole thing needs to be true, so it's not going to happen because it's false. Because we need both of these to be true. Now if I put an or in, since this is false and this one is true, then it will, this whole entire thing will be true, because you will only need one of these to be true. Maybe a bit confusing, but fuck you, it's not. Or actually maybe it is, if you haven't taken 6th grade math. So you just need the parentheses, you know. If you don't have these parentheses, then I'm not sure what to tell you. I really don't know what will happen. Let me see what happens. I'm really curious. But what if there's an and? Yeah, I'm confused. Use the parentheses. Please do it. It's less confusing. I'm not sure what's happening anymore. Okay, so that's basically logical operators. That's all there is to it. Just plug in variables, do whatever the frick you want. And the next lesson will not be a lesson. It will be a project, a series of videos for one project, which will incorporate all the skills you should have learned by now. And if you have not practiced, do that before you continue. Otherwise, you will utterly not know what's happening. And you'll have to continue to look back on videos, which is not a bad thing, but eventually you kind of have to get used to it. Anyways, goodbye.